Hey everyone, it's Miss Nicholas again. You can see now I have exited the student view and I am in the instructor view, so your Canvas course will look a little bit different than mine. I am going to take a few minutes and go over the syllabus with you so that you are aware of the policies and make sure that you understand where to find everything and what's expected of you in this course. So here you see the module for Welcome to your course. If you click here, it will bring up a PDF copy of your syllabus. So I'm going to go ahead and download this and open it right quick so that you'll have a better view of it than this smaller screen. All right, so here we go. Here at the top of the page you see my contact information. My office is on the Pensacola campus in Building 17, which is just off Airport. The office number is 1747. I do teach on more than one campus, so I very highly recommend that you contact me to make sure that I'm going to be in the office if you want to drop by, or we can set an appointment for you to come by if you need to. Here's the course information as far as your prerequisites and co-requisites. The required textbook. The textbook is the same textbook that you should have used for your Anatomy 1 class, which is the Tutora Principles of Anatomy and Physiology. You can have either the e-text or the loose leaf version or both. I do recommend that you get access to the e-text because it will help you as you are working through some of your homework assignments to have that there that you can access easily, especially if you're going to be working on your cell phone or other device. Now you can purchase the textbooks if you don't have it already in one of our bookstores, or you can follow this link to go directly to the publisher's website where you will find the book available at a discounted rate. This is an online course, so all of your content will be delivered online. Therefore, you're expected to have reliable, high-speed internet access, not only to complete your homework, but for your exams. Your tests are going to be given online through Canvas. You have two options for taking your exams. You can either test using Respondus Lockdown Browser with a webcam, and that will record you as you're taking your exam, and lock your PC so that you can't go to another browser window and record that as well. If you don't wish to be recorded while you're taking your exam, you must make an appointment in one of the college testing centers and go in, and you will still have an online exam. They will, however, enter a password for you, and even though you will be having the lockdown browser, you don't have to use the webcam option. You do need to make absolutely positively sure that you have reliable internet access before you begin exams if you will be testing from home. If your internet goes down, power outage, malfunction, I don't have a computer, or Respondus wouldn't work, I will not accept any of that as an excuse for missing coursework. You are taking an online exam. You're expected to have what you need to take it. If you don't have, we do have computer labs available on campus. However, the access is limited to the days, times, and availability of those computers. So I very highly recommend that if you're taking this online, make sure you've got what you need. Canvas does support mobile devices for the basic functions. However, I would not attempt to take an exam or to do graded homework on a cell phone or an iPad or a small tablet. Just as a good rule of thumb, if it's going to be graded, don't rely on a mobile device for something that's going to be a part of your grade. All right, so here's website information, what you can do with e-learning. I do expect you to put in a minimum of 3 to 4 hours preparation and review time in addition to watching your lecture videos. Remember, if you were coming to class, you would be in class 3 hours a week. So the lecture that you're watching in YouTube is your in-class time. If you're coming to class, you're going to need to study outside of class time. If you're watching lecture videos, you're going to need to study outside of that time as well. I do encourage you to contact other classmates and try to form small study groups. A lot of times it helps to study with someone that is working with the same content. Also, it is your responsibility to check for new assignments or emails. You need to log in several times a week just to take active part in an online course. If you're having difficulty with a particular content, for instance, if you just don't understand that thyroid hormone, then get in touch with me. You can come in and make an appointment. Also, I encourage you, if you need to, and there is space available, contact me and you may be able to come and sit in one of my face-to-face lectures when I'm going to be talking about that content. You'll find I'm pretty flexible as long as you're communicating with me. All right, test and assignments. So your homework assignments are going to be within Canvas, and that will be your adaptive practice that is in each chapter. So your homework assignments are not timed. You can use your book, you can use your notes. It's just there to help you engage with the content and to be used as a study tool and give you the opportunity to get some easy points. Get those points. Again, I mentioned in the other video, all you have to do is exceed 60% and you get a 100 on that assignment. Get those easy points. There is an Introduction to Wiley Plus quiz in Canvas that's available in the Welcome section. It is due by the 15th. Do that so that I know you can get in, you can access the content, and again, easy points. Bonus credit may be given as extra questions on exams. For instance, if it's a 100-point exam, I may give you 105 points or 105 points worth of questions on that exam so that you can score a little bit extra. Sometimes I award extra points for exceptional answers on discussion or short answer questions as well. So always do your best when answering those types of questions. Your test will be online and they will be given for each unit of content. Again, you can take these from home or from any computer with Respondus Lockdown browser, but you must have a webcam. As a part of what you have to do in order to be able to test using that option, you have to download the Respondus, and here's the link for that. You must complete a trial quiz that I have in your Canvas course so that you can show that you know how to comply with the rules for taking these exams. You have to show me your entire environment that you'll be testing in each time you launch a test. Show me your desk, your floor, your walls, anything that is within your site. In addition, there are other rules that you'll see when you begin this quiz. If you choose not to use the webcam option, then you must make an appointment in one of the college testing centers, and here's the link for that. Be sure and schedule these prior to the due date, or you may find that you can't get into the testing centers. These are by appointment only. Now, if you do wish to use the Respondus, the trial quiz is due by the 19th. There will be 4 unit exams that will cover just that particular unit of content, and then 1 comprehensive final exam. These all are worth 100 points each, as you see here in the evaluation area, and your adaptive practice homework is 100 points as well, for a total of 600 points available at the end of the semester. I use the standard grading scale. 90 to 100% gets you an A. Below 59%, you receive a failing grade. Test and homework assignments cannot be made up in an online course. You do this when you're ready to do it, when you have time to do it. Now, that doesn't mean you can wait until the end of the semester and take everything, because every assignment, every exam does have a due date. That doesn't mean due, D-O, okay? Don't wait until the due date to do it, or you may find that you don't get to finish. So you can't make up exams. You can't make up the homework. Schedule appropriately. The final exam is comprehensive, which means that it covers the entire semester's worth of content. It is a large exam. However, if you do have to miss an exam, then the final exam can substitute for the missed grade. Now, don't rely on that and just like, oh, well, I'm not going to take exam 2. You know, this content, I didn't have time to study. I'm just going to take the 0 and substitute the final for it. Well, that's not really smart because, one, the final's required, but it can replace your lowest test grade. So take every exam, and then you can use that final exam to replace your lowest test grade when perhaps you didn't do as well as you thought you were going to. The final exam is due May the 3rd by 11:59 p.m. Attendance is required. I will have to report attendance every 2 weeks beginning the first week of classes. When you log in, there's a record of that. When you complete your homework, there's a record. When you take exams, there's a record. So this can be monitored, and I can see that you are taking part in this online course. That will count as your attendance. If you go more than 2 weeks without logging in, without completing your assignments, you can be withdrawn from the course with a grade of F for non-attendance. The withdrawal policy states that you can withdraw from any course in the regular semester before April 2nd. April 2nd is the last day to withdraw. After that, you receive a grade in the class, including any zeros for assignments that you do not complete and any exams that you don't take. So if you find that you must stop this course, please withdraw rather than receive the failing grade. Until January the 14th, you can drop and add. If you wish to change your schedule, drop a class, add an additional class, January the 14th is the last day you may do so. The makeup policy, as I stated earlier, there are no makeups. You do this course when you're ready to, right? As long as you meet those deadlines. So make sure that you do meet those deadlines. Cheating and plagiarism are violations of the Code of Conduct. This is extremely important in online classes. Again, your homework is open book, open notes. No cheating necessary. But when you're taking those exams, I will watch every video. If you are suspected of cheating, it will be reported to the Student Conduct Office, and you will receive a failing grade in this course. I expect you to maintain academic honesty. If you have a disability, contact the ADA office, and they will in turn contact me, and then you and I will communicate regarding any needs or accommodations. I do ask that you use your Pensacola State Pirate Mail or Canvas email when you communicate with me. I know who you are and what course you're in when you use the official college email. If you send me an email from yellowpieceofpaper@yahoo.com, I don't know who Yellow Piece of Paper is. So make sure that you communicate using the official email. Also, if it is a weekend or a holiday, I'll answer your emails when I'm back in the office. Otherwise, usually no more than 24 hours to get an answer to your email. I cannot communicate with anyone other than you about you as a student, your coursework, your absences, your grades. Please do not have anyone else contact me about your course. I do expect you to also be professional in your communications, both with your instructors and with your fellow classmates, so make sure that you use professional grammar and punctuation. This is not somewhere that you use text language. This is an academic course, and I expect you to behave professionally. All right, so you can read the rest of this, the equity statement. Also, I do have a course schedule, but I reserve the right to amend, revise, or correct the schedule as long as I give you proper notification. And be sure that you observe holidays and college closure dates. So here is the layout for this course. So first week, you need to cover the intro to the course. You need to get deep into the endocrine system. By the second week, you need to be finishing the endocrine system and moving into blood and cardio and moving directly from there into the heart. So your first exam is due on January the 29th by 11:59 p.m. It's going to cover these content areas. So chapter 18, 19, and 20 will be on the Unit 1 exam. The Unit 2 exam is going to cover cardiovascular, but blood vessels and blood pressure and hemodynamics. And the lymphatic system and immune system, so chapters 21 and 22. Now, this says chapters 21, 22, and 23. I do believe that chapter 23 is respiratory, and that will be covered on the next exam. So I put a note out there, but look at the content area. Look at what is being tested in those particular areas. Look at what the homework assignments are. They're going to correspond with the individual units. Make sure you notice these test dates: exam 1, 2, exam 3, exam 4, and then your final exam. Your final exam, again, will cover all chapters. The college will be closed Monday, January the 20th for Martin Luther King Day, and spring break is the week of March 16th. Be sure that you plan accordingly because the college testing centers will not be open. The computer labs will not be open. We're going to be on spring break too. All right, so let's go back out now and just take a quick look at everything out here, and then I think we can wrap this baby up. So here's your syllabus. Here's the stuff that's covered in the other video, and there is your intro to Wiley quiz. If you go into the quizzes area, this is where you do the trial using Respondus Lockdown Browser with webcam. This gives you the opportunity well in advance of that first exam to make sure that your Respondus is working, that your computer settings are compatible, so that you don't get to the day of the exam and try to start your Respondus and not have access. I hope you all do well. Please let me know if you have any questions.